Hello, hey everyone. I am Joey Sparks, and God's mercies are new again this morning.
This morning with my mind stayed on Jesus. I woke up this morning with my mind.
One of the neat things about reading and rereading the books of 1st and 2nd Peter is to remember who wrote them. What's the identity of this apostle, this noted early church leader of Peter? It's also neat to go back and remember he walked with Jesus. He heard Jesus teach so much. He saw the miracles. He was challenged and rebuked by Jesus. And it's those rebukes that often remind us that Peter showed tremendous transformation to go from where he was often as he walked by Jesus' side to where he is as a leader in the church. So there are some places in the Gospels where we need to look and we see Peter had some growing to do. And then we see how that growth is seen in these letters of 1st and 2nd Peter. For instance, you go to Matthew 16, Jesus is there with the apostles in Caesarea Philippi, and Peter is the one who says, "You're the Christ. You are the Son of the living God." And then Jesus takes that opportunity to say, because I'm the Christ, I'm going to have to suffer, I'm going to have to die, and I'll be raised after 3 days. Remember Peter's response? Even after the boldness to confess Christ, he doesn't quite get it. So he says, and this is Matthew 16's account, far be it from you, far be it from you, Lord. So this is Peter's response to Jesus. Far be it from you, Lord. This shall never happen to you. But Jesus turned and said to him, "Get behind me, Satan. You're a hindrance to me, for you are not setting your mind on the things of God, but on the things of man." Wow. You hear Jesus' strong response? See, Peter took the time to rebuke Jesus and said, No, you're not going to suffer. Peter says, you must allow me to suffer because it's fundamental to the gospel. It's fundamental to your soul and to other souls. Peter didn't get it. He also didn't get it, you remember later, when Jesus is in the process of going through those trials before being crucified. It's Peter who just said, "I will never deny you. If I have to die for you, I will." And then he's asked, somewhat directly or somewhat innocently enough, just, "Hey, aren't you a guy that follows this Jesus?" And he denies Jesus 3 times. And yet, when you read 1st and 2nd Peter, you see a complete transformation. What's the theme of 1st Peter? It's suffering. Here's how to suffer like Christ, thus suffering for Christ. The one who thought he wasn't going to allow Jesus to suffer writes about how Jesus suffered and how we must suffer with him. The one who was not willing to suffer by confessing the name of Jesus now writes about how to suffer confessing the name Christian, the name Christ. But then also you read into 2nd Peter and you see that he is confident, even though he knows his death is awaiting. That's chapter 1 of 1st Peter, or 2nd Peter, and you get to verse 14. There he knows he's about to die. And he says, "I know this is coming because the Lord made it clear to me." So Peter is now one who is confident as he stands facing his death because of the transformation made through the gospel, through the death and the resurrection of Jesus Christ. We thank you for your time this morning, and it's our prayer that God's timeless word will be on your mind all day today.
I woke up this morning